All right, so yeah, I'm gonna start out with a PowerPoint, kind of switch to my website in a little bit. But
Sure.
so my name is Hunter Dalton. I am an independent agent of Southern Coast Insurance. We are located in Miramar Beach, Florida. Have been in business for about 6 months. I know it's like a totally random thing to get an insurance, so I'm gonna explain like how that happened.
Mhm.
Uh, my parents were into insurance, and my mom was worked for Allstate for forever, for like 10 years, and then transferred to Southern Coast, which is an independent agency. Started that for like 4 months, and then got another Allstate. They like wanted to do business with her some more, and so she kind of is having to leave Southern Coast. And I already have a 220 general lines license to be able to sell insurance in the state of Florida. And so what I'm going to do is I'm in the process right now of picking up Southern Coast Insurance, and really within like a couple weeks, I'm going to be fully taking over full time of that business.
Cool.
I'll explain a little bit more as I go on what like an independent agency is and stuff, what how that's different from like your regular like Progressive and Geico and things like that. Um, so to start off, our biggest like value statement is that we find customers the best coverages for them at the best price. And I'm going to go to our website and kind of explain not only our value proposition, but also like our key resources, and because they tie pretty closely together.
Right.
Yeah. So a little bit of like a family deal. My mom, brother, and I worked together to create this website. I've been touching it up lately. I've still got a couple like tweaks and stuff that I have to do. There's a lot of stuff inside of it, so takes a lot of time for sure. But yeah, so let me get into what separates Southern Coast Insurance from other insurance companies, being that it's independent. What that means is that it sells through multiple carriers. I'll show you right here. All right. So as you can see here, all of our resources, you see some of the big ones like Progressive. A lot of these are smaller, more like um, they kind of have their own like niche markets that they go towards, and they like some of them specialize in cars, some of them specialize in business, those kind of things. But those are all like really large companies that we sell through. And
Right.
what that allows us to do is whenever you come to us to purchase insurance, instead of us being per se Allstate or Progressive and us only having our packages and our products, we can go through and there's different kind of like website things you can go on, and it basically you put in one person's information and it'll filter through all of those different companies, and then you can kind of compile like what the best prices are, and then also like compare that to the coverages, because the cheapest insurance isn't always going to be the best if it doesn't, like if you get car insurance and it only covers you if you wreck into trees but doesn't cover you if you wreck into cars, that's it might be cheaper but it's not beneficial to you, if that makes any
Okay.
sense.
So you're like kayak for insurance pretty much, via
Exactly,
the
yeah.
website.
Yeah, and so the thing is, like, kind of like there is a bit of a barrier to entry with this. Not anybody can just go through these companies and write through them. The fact that like my mom had a little bit of background and stuff with Allstate is how we got with these companies, and we have gotten full approval for them to transfer over to me because I have my license and everything. I will say that, yeah, that was a little bit of a toll for sure.
Mhm.
Um, all right, I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint. Okay. All right, so yeah, again, I have them listed, the key partners. Those are all the people that we work with. Our cost structure. So the startup costs, most of those I've already gone through, and those were like the past 3 months I've been dealing with the startup costs. So that was a lot of like office deposits and utility deposits. That's really paying for those different companies that you saw listed. You have to give them deposits to them.
Mhm.
Um, Also, I had to obtain my 220 license. I had to make this an LLC. Had to pay for like some of the things were really cheap, like paying for the website and things like that.
Mhm.
Fixed cost things that I will be am already paying and will continue to pay are things like we have, like I said, we have an office space in Miramar Beach, so we pay that. We have to pay the utility bill, phone and internet, the that kind of stuff we have to still pay. And then some of the variable things are like if down the road, if I was to get employees, if I was to move my um, if I was to move my office or anything, also with insurance, you have to get continued education. So those are just small things that I'll have to buy, like not on a regular basis, but they will come up and I'll have to pay those types of things because like commissions you won't pay regularly.
Gotcha.
So sales lines, what I mean by that is just ways that you can actually obtain this insurance. And one, you can go on our website. I'll probably go back to the website in just a second to show you, but you can go back on the website, put in like a brief, like a really small amount of information and get a free quote from us. You can just show up to the office, of course, and you can call us. We do have like a local phone number and everything, just because when people see, like a 1-800 number, nobody really wants to mess with that, because you just think telemarketer, and people, it's not a personalized experience at all.
Yeah.
So our target market is definitely like this Florida area, that's Southern Coast Insurance. And really everybody needs insurance, as you know. So I mean, we could target to everybody. I mean, we of course will target to car owners and stuff like that, but I say really specific to our area, we're going to target a lot more to condo owners, renters, homeowners, of course. Condo owners is something super specific to our area that it's pretty easy to get those kind of business contracts, just because they're cheap.
Okay.
And then, yeah, some others like general liability. So all your most basic types of insurance we can sell. And I guess I don't know, the people we want to get to most are the people who are buying property here in multi-line channels. So people who buy multiple of those things. So somebody might be a renter, own a car, and have a boat, and definitely want to find those people who have more than one thing. So a
Yeah.
lot of those are going to be like more established people in prominent places, things like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I have. If you have any questions, free to go for it.
I think you pretty much covered it all. In my eyes, it sounds pretty interesting. It's pretty cool that you got into insurance. A lot of people in the major, I think you're probably the only person I've heard so far that kind of decided to do that kind of route. So it's
Yeah,
pretty
and really, what started, like I said, I actually, when I first started entrepreneurship like 2-3 semesters ago, I was really going to do a drone company, and then I kind of transferred into this because it was like a kind of got thrown in my hands, and was a super good opportunity. And
cool. Yeah.
definitely, I
Yeah.
think one of the things I forgot to mention was all of those fixed costs, like the paying for the place in Miramar, the phone lines, all that kind of stuff. The business, because it has been in operation for close to 6 months, it's actually already paying for all that itself. So it's already past the break even point, and from here I can just kind of upscale and make money.
Cool. Yeah, it sounds awesome, man.
Yeah, but
Sure.
let's see. All right, I'll just go
Cool. Yeah, that's